with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In motion right, Campbell.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now a give to Jenkins running right. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. To throw now, here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Doubs.
75 yards.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now back to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Love. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Carter drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They'll start on the ground with Shipley. Now inside the 25, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Packers offense set to go.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And he's out right at the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears at the end.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest, and this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They've got second and 12 from the 36.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Third and 3.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Out of the gun now on third down. Being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that's going to tie things at 20.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Love now. That's complete to Dobbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action this time with Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Love from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.